Pilates foam roller, happy shoulders edition. Let's go. Start from standing at your mat. Let me know. So this is by here. Now I'm going to do protraction, retraction. Got my remote here. See, I'm here. And I'm going to push it away and pull it back in. This is mobilizing the shoulders. I have been saying this is Pilates homework for years, and I'm not giving up. Everybody should do this. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay. Then I'm going to bend my left arm. See, my right arm is straight. And then I push this away, and I get that nice opening. And my eye gaze can go behind or in front. I've tried it both ways. Holding onto my remote here. Angry birds. So I hope you're seeing this. This is the magic. This is what opens up your shoulders. And you can't do it wrong, but it really is nicer with your elbow out to the side. I like to do one or two of these. All right, so now let's get into a side bend. So we'll place this down. Woo. And the side bend is like this. We'll just here, press it over sideways, and then tip over. And then you get that nice stretch to the left side. Your eye gaze can go up. Then you pull it back in, maintaining your shoulders are down. So it's a pretty April day in Southern California. Where are you from? I know, it's just maybe some snow where you are. Maybe some sleet. Oh, didn't like sleet. Eye gaze goes up. Hello, sunshine. And yeah, I teach a version of this every week at the spa that I work at. And this week, someone's like, please put it online so I can do it. And I said, okay, I'll do it. One last one. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. I'm just going to press this down and then lengthen away and get this nice stretch in the low back and the hamstrings. Feel your arms reach and stretch, and then curl like a cat to come up. Bring the roller with you. We'll do two more like this. Don't miss out on the best part. Press forward, lengthen away. If you sit a lot, this would be nice. It just about that. That was pilot error. I was getting too into the exercise. I wasn't thinking about the camera. The whole reason we're here. I might have to exit. Okay, so now we're back, and we're going to put this down lengthwise in the center of your mat. It's important that your tailbone and your head are both on the roller. So I recommend sitting at the front of it. I know it's a little awkward at first. It's okay. And then, of course, because I'm short, it doesn't really matter, but here we go. Once you're there, see how I have to wiggle forward? I was too far back. Organize your pants. Let's get a goodbye hat. All right, here we go. Send your legs to long. Isn't that nice? And breathe here. Notice the rollers going back and forth as you adjust. Inhale through your ribs open. Exhale with your rib cage closes, getting a stretch in your hip flexors. Okay, now we'll bring that back and get into our shoulders. So lengthen out your spine, and then your right hand comes up, and then your left hand comes up. Reach, 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 and pull, pull, pull. This is the same exercise that we were doing a moment ago, but now you happen to have the feedback of the roller, so you can tell that you're getting more feedback. You can feel your ribs, your shoulder blades finding the roller. Words are hard. Now we'll do straight arms. One leg goes away. Neither arms. Oh boy. Sunday. Too relaxed to teach a class. And then after a few of these, this is the best part. Clap your hands together, bring your elbows together, and you're here. Keeping your hands in the same level as your elbows, open wide. So I'm not here, I'm here. And then back and forth. This is something everyone was delighted with. And I thought, how simple is this? More people need to know it. All right, two more. At least. You could do as many as you want. And then last one. Now, what if we did open and close this way just to make sure we were getting the maximum range of motion? Then we'll stay down. Press your fingertips as close to the floor as you can, and then maintaining, draw your shoulders in, elbows into your roller. So a W shape. Trying to keep the fingers low as we reach. You could say there was a cup of coffee in each hand and you don't want it to spill. And you can really feel the shoulders change shape and on the roller. It's a nice feeling. And this just gets rid of all of that tension. Okay, last one like this. And then I like to do an arm circle. Nice, big, happy arm circles. Whenever you have a bad mood, do arm circles. I think it has something to do with your sympathetic nervous system. And then change direction. The next thing I like to do after these shoulder exercises is adding arms and legs for a different workout. So I'll pause here for a moment as you get ready. Hands are down here. We're going to bring your right leg off of the roller and press it away. See, so here we go. Can you see that? I don't know if you can really see with all of the trees and everything in the way. It's okay. And then you can add the opposite hand. And then you can add both hands. So for that, I recommend either having your hand up or flat. Then you bring the other leg up to meet it and stay still. Get that dead bug going. Then float the opposite arm up, touch that knee, and go back again in space. So you're using your abdominals, your stabilizers. The further away your hand is, the easier it is. And one. And then come down, take a moment, maybe do a hip roll if that was too much on your hip flexors. I understand. And then get organized for round two. Float the other leg up, get organized. Don't let go of that connection in the abdominals as you press your leg back and forth. Then you can add your hand to come up, touch your knee, everything sends away, and everything comes back. So keeping both knees parallel. Breathing. And now let's get ready for round two. I'll keep my hand up on this one. And then I'm going to bring the other leg up. Try it both ways. It's a little bit harder to do it this way. Then touch your knee, same knee. And you could just do the leg if you wanted, but let's do it all. Everything goes away and everything comes back. So, whoa. I lost it. Should I edit that out? No, it's okay. Okay, last one. I was thinking about what we were going to do next. So coming back here, let's do some hip rolls again. And on this, yeah, all the way up and all the feedback of the vertebrae hitting the roller. So you're curling, scooping, drawing up, hold, push through your heels, and then come down. The next one, we're going to stay up, and we're going to have one side hit down and come up. These are rotation in the pelvis. 3 and 2. That's enough of that. Coming down now for the best part, abdominals, yay. So your hands behind your head. Now your tailbone is stuck on the roller, so it can't clench. You can't clench through your pelvis and your hips as you come up and then come back down. I tend to pull from here, but I can't now because I am stuck on the roller. It's a really great way to practice abdominals without clenching. Let's do a few more. 2 more. Got some birds flying around. And then hold. Then I like to add the pulses for 8. Drawing the abdominals in. Try to avoid doming the abdominals. Neck is following the shape of the spine. Okay, now hold on. Last one. Can we bring a leg up and down? Oh, I don't know. Up, down. That's pretty hard. It gets, yeah, if your feet are wider, it's easier. Keep the flexion. I let go of it. This is more advanced, but it's fun. Okay, and then come all the way back down. Then lengthen out your legs and feel good. Okay, that's for part 1. I hope you liked it. Part 2 coming soon. Follow me for the full class for more. And in the links above, you can take a test to determine your level of Pilates and get special exercises for your postural type. See you in the social media.